Saturday night. How is everyone? Night. Afternoon. How is everyone this afternoon? Hope everyone's going good, actually. Because I haven't had the time to kind of. I talk about stuff. I'm always talking about stuff every day, and I just haven't got the leisure time to kind of edit it, or most of them are like kind of, I don't know, boring in my opinion. Oh, every day is like insane. This week I've been feeling it as well, like, you know, the same feeling when you're like hibernating, apart from just, I don't know, like hibernating like a bear, but you're not hibernating. You just like you wake up before dawn, dusk, before sunrise, get ready, you go to work before the sun rise, and then you work, and when you finish work the sun had already set. So I've just been doing that repetitively, and it's kind of driving me not mad, but kind of like gives out a toll, you know, like when you don't see the sun. But today I decided to kind of sit outside for a good, I don't know, 10-15-20 minutes, and I feel kind of good. I haven't gone to the gym either for the past, I think, 2 or 3 days. All I've been doing is just work, come home from work, eat, sleep, wake up, go to work, and repeat. And it's 6 o'clock. That bells. That's the first time it kind of rang. So what's been happening lately? I've been going to a few rides here and there. Met new people here and there as well. It's always interesting to meet new people. And this friend, he asked me, so how does it feel like to have a fan? And I'm like, I don't know, actually. I've never thought about it, to be honest. I've always vlog as a online diary for me. I am my own audience. So it's kind of weird when people kind of started, to subscribe. I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Like. So it's nice. Welcome, all welcome. I don't really know what to say. My name's T-Man. Welcome to my vlog. What else is there? Well, I have this friend that she kind of judged me for everything that I do, and I kind of kicked the bucket. So she kind of confronted me today, like, oh, sorry about what I said before, this and that. I should have, said, I should have watched my words before I say it. Well, I suppose a word of advice in general, always taste your words before you spit it out, because I always do that. I used to say stuff unconsciously, and I hurt people by accident. Since that happened, I kind of like I treated my tongue as glass, like as very fragile glass. So whatever I say, I'm always careful. And I was really upset because she was a really good friend of mine. Because I cared for her. You know, when she had her, downtime, I gave her hugs. Because hugging people when they're stressed out, it usually helps. But yeah, and when she confronted me saying sorry, I just don't know what to say. I felt really bad because I just didn't know what to say. And I've never been a fan really to hurt people, even though it's kind of her fault. But so I just once you're hurt by someone that you're close with, it hurts. I guess if you're watching this, I'm sorry as well. I just don't know how to act in front of you anymore because I don't know. It's just one of those trust things. Once you get hurt by someone, you just don't want to get hurt again. There's a saying: the person closest to you will hurt you the most, rather than the person who's outside your kind of mental circle. For example. I've met a girl through an app, and we got along really well. We got along really well. I said that twice. Anyway, we got along really well, and we were comfortable. The synergy was there. We were comfortable. I felt really, in tune with her, and. But she's always boasting herself. She's saying that she's the best person in general in the world, to date. So I'm like, okay. She said stuff about people who reads are the best people to date. People who love food are the best people to date. So I was like, oh, okay. I kind of looked forward to it, I suppose. She wants to kind of see how things go with me, but at the same time she doesn't, without giving me a reason. But I didn't really needed a reason. If out of respect, if she doesn't want me to date her, and I said okay, I won't. She told me to step down, so I did. And then the day after, she was like, let's go for a walk. I want to see you, this and that. I'm like, okay, that's cool, And then when we were walking around, she grabbed my arm, as in like we kind of linked our arms together. So I was kind of confused what she wanted. So she kind of, she made me confused in general. So after that, we kind of kept on talking, and then. Where she said she got tickets to go watch this international film festival, so we went, and she kind of implied her hands were cold because there was a cold Melbourne evening. So I held her hands in the cinemas because she had repeated herself, and to my logic, when a girl says my hands are cold, her hands needed attention, so I gave it attention with my own hands. And she implied, now you know how it feels to hold my hand. So I was like, oh, okay, that's nice to know, I guess. And then we walked through the city, and I was on the phone to someone, and she grabbed my hand and pulled me across the road because the little green man was blinking red. So it's no longer a green man, it's just a blinking red man. And so since that happened, I kind of didn't let go. And then when we walked through the city, she was like, now you know how it feels like to hold my hand in the city. So I was like, what? Captain Obvious much, But yeah, and And I think I gave her up because that she was just too strong as a person. She just mentioned that to me like a whole lot, because she literally, like, led me on, I suppose. And she just said, I don't know how to, I suppose, lay you down without hurting me. And I'm like, we're adults here. If you just gotta say it, like, better now than never. So I kind of dropped the bomb on her, just saying like, you know what, it's okay. She mentioned about how she got sick and she nearly fainted twice in the city. And since I work in the city, I told her like, hey, are you sure you're right? You need any help, anything you want, like I'm here for you, because that's my nature, like. And she's like, no, I'm strong, this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you're strong, but I'm just saying the offer is there. So she kind of went all weird at me. I don't know what. And I just said, I think she said, oh yeah, she said, there's nothing worse than a person who knows themselves better than themselves. So in a sense, someone else knows me better than myself. She told me that, so I'm like, oh, okay. Alright, fine. So I just said, you know what? You're right. All men are jerks. That's a book that she was reading. And I just said, it's okay. You're right. Because I was hurt, like being played around. Like I have feelings, And yeah, and then she came back to me and like, oh, is that like some sort of a sarcasm thing? I'm like, well, I'm sure you're smart enough to know what it is. So I kind of left it there. And then she kind of started a battle on Facebook implicating stuff towards me. And I'm like, oh, you can do whatever you want, really, because I'm not that kind of person to lead someone on. Like, I'm very straightforward when I'm just a straightforward guy in general. Like I don't know since when did I get all this confidence, but I just don't give a shit what people say anymore. That's why I intimidate people more, because I just pay attention to the things that I like doing. And I don't count other people's blessings or whatnot. I just count my own, like same with like my friends, for example. They don't see me every day, or sometimes they do, but no matter what I post on Facebook, they kind of like, hey man, I like your post, this and that. They kind of use that as a starting point of a conversation, rather than you post too much stuff on Facebook. There's nothing else to talk about, like how small-minded can you be? I mean, no offense. I got angry, of course I got angry. Because what sort of friends does that kind of shit, like being in a relationship with someone, you have to accept someone's flaws, in order to kind of make things work. Because if you don't, you're gonna always pick on their flaws as an excuse, as a reason, as this, if the other person doesn't want to comply, then you make the change. But yeah, anyway, I gotta make a tribute video as well for this baby. Look out for that. And yeah, T-Man out. Peace.